car tomorrow, out day of rest.
Earned it.
Ready?
Ready.
All right, we're going to call the meeting of the Finance Committee to order on November 6, 2019. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman at Large Michael O'Brien is present. Alderman at Large Brandon Laws. Here. Alderwoman at Large Shauna Kelly is absent at this time. Alderman June Karen. Here. Alderman Linda Harriet Gathright.
Present.
Not in attendance is Alderman Patricia Klee, and our chairman is present, Mayor Jim Donches.
And Alderwoman Kelly contacted us to say that she would probably be a little bit late. Communications, Alderman O'Brien.
From Dan Coogan, Purchasing Manager, reason purchase of an MPD SWAT team first half bulleted vest, a value of $26,670, Department 151 Police Fund, DOJ, Equitable Sharing Forfeiture Account. Mr. Mayor, I would like to make a motion to accept, place on file, and authorize the purchase of NPD SWAT team first half bulletproof vest in the amount of $26,670. Funds are available in Department 150 Police Fund, DOJ, Equitable Sharing Forfeiture Account.
Now, we do have people from the PD here if there are any questions or comments about this. But the motion is to approve the purchase. All those in favor of the motion say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried. Motion passed. Alderwoman Kelly is now present. Thank you. Alderman O'Brien.
From Dan Coogan, Purchasing Manager, reason contract award for Nashua Public Library Integrated Library System, value of $73,710, Department 179, Nashua Public Library Funds, Technology Operations Escrow from fiscal year 2019 and computer software escrow from fiscal year 2019 for a total of $54,500 and general fund $19,210. Mr. Mayor, I would like to make a motion to accept and place on file and award the contract to Ceres Corporation, DBA, Ceres Dynix, in the amount of $73,710 for the integrated library system. Funds are available in Department 179, National Public Library Funds, Technology Operations Escrow from fiscal year 2019 and computer software escrow from 2019 for a total of $54,500 and general funds $19,210.
Okay. Discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Alderman O'Brien.
From Dan Coogan, Purchasing Manager, contract for 14 Court Street Fire Suppression System, value of $295,857, Department 181 Community Development Fund, Building Trust Fund. Mr. Mayor, I would like to make a motion to accept, place on file, and award the contract to North Point Construction Management in the amount of $295,857 for 14 Court Street Fire Suppression System. Funds are available in Department 181 Community Development Fund, Building Trust Fund.
There's a memo here from Sarah Marchant, Community Development Director, who I thought was going to be here, but I can explain this. The Court Street building does not have fire suppression or sprinklers in the main theater, outside the old fire station. So no sprinklers in the main theater, nor the lobby, nor the lower floor, below the theater, where there is a theater that's basically, at the moment, a small theater, not usable because of the lack of fire suppression. It doesn't seem that it would be much safer to have sprinklers, fire suppression within the main theater, where up to 299 people currently are authorized to attend. This is on wooden bleachers. this is or wooden supports. This is a item that the fire department has been nervous about for quite some time quite some years, in terms of the safety of that theater. In addition, they may be able to, with fire suppression, actually to safely accommodate more people. So to me, it's a project that is long overdue. The funds and will enable us to more fully utilize the building. The funds are available in the City Buildings Trust Fund, which would be used to pay for this project at the cost you've heard. Now, if you needed more detail than that, or more that's in the memo, we'd have to wait for someone else to come in and get into the more technical details. Comments? Alderman O'Brien.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm satisfied with it, as some may know, being a former firefighter, but anytime we can enhance public safety and bring that treasured building up to the particular code and everything, I think it's self-explanatory, and it's for the safety of our citizens that we do such. And being a municipality, we should be a leader, with our fire department to have this type of public safety in our building. So I'm firmly going to support this.
Anyone else? Other discussion? Alderwoman Kelly.
Yeah, I was excited to see this on the, sorry, can you hear me? I'm a little stuffed up. I was excited to see this on the agenda. I know in talking to some of the firefighters that this is the building that has kind of kept them up at night. So wish we had been able to do it sooner, but I'm happy to see it here, and I obviously am going to support it.
All those in favor of the motion say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion passes. Alderman O'Brien.
From Dan Coogan, Purchasing Manager, contract for purchase and installation of playground equipment surfacing for the Salem Street tot lot, a value of $39,450, Department 184, Community Development Fund grant. Mr. Mayor, I would like to make a motion to accept, place on file, and award the contract to Utiliplay Park and Playgrounds, Inc. in the amount of $39,450 for the purchase and installation of playground equipment and wood playground surfacing for the Salem Street tot lot. Funds are available in Department 184 Community Development Fund grant.
Now, I think Mr. Caggiano is here to address this item.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Nick Caggiano, Parks and Rec Department. We received a CDBG grant a year and a half ago for playground improvements and at Salem Street. It's up in, you all know, it's up in French Hill. It's also bordered by what's called the Toll Street Park next door. And this is part of a plan that we have to improve the playground, put a new playground in. And then on the Toll Street side, the remaining money is going to be used to put in community gardens so that people in the neighborhoods could rent a garden spot and plant some vegetables.
Okay. Questions, discussion? Alderman O'Brien.
Thank you. Would like to ask the director, as you're aware, we have had conversation on St. Andrews Field and some of the good people in Alderman Gathwright's ward, and I'm a resident of Ward 9, have expressed that the equipment of St. Andrews is old, and according to our conversation, you are looking at that and looking to get that on the particular list for upgrades?
Yes, we are. So last week, we dedicated a playground at Thornton Road. We finally replaced the playground equipment there. So there's one left, and that's St. Andrews. And so we've touched every playground in the city beginning in 2000. So this will be the last one. So St. Andrews is on our list. We're looking at it. It'll probably be listed as a capital project for maybe some potential funding there, and or maybe some escrows if we have a good year or an easy winter.
Very good, thank you.
It's next.
What about the one on New Searles where I don't want to say elderly, but they wanted to play, pi-
Pickleball.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you think we were going to be able to do anything with that?
I do. I've been talking with the director and our financial manager, and we're looking at possibly being able to repurpose some capital funds. That'll be coming up in January when we start meeting about capital projects, and we may be able to work it out where we slide a little funding one way or the other and come up with some money to start working on the Shady Lane pickleball, tennis, and basketball courts.
Thank you.
Alderwoman Kelly.
Thank you. Generally speaking, do we have an approach to how we go about deciding which playgrounds? Because I think I've seen probably 5 or 6 since we've started. So is there an overall master plan to how we decide when they get an upgrade?
There is. So every winter, one of the tasks that we do is we go out and we do an analysis of all our sites, and we update that every year on, okay, we need new benches here, we need new picnic tables, this needs to be replaced, this needs to be replaced, and then we go through and from the years previous and we cross off the things that we did get done. So Thornton Road will come off that list, and then we look at it and say, okay, here are our top 10 things that we need to do, and that's what we're going to focus on. And so we do that every year.
Great.
Just kind of an inventory on what we have and where we're going.
Thank you.
Alderwoman Karen.
Thank you. I think this is great, and I know that we upgrade all of our playgrounds, which is about 24 of them, every 20 years or so. Of course, with the new kind of playground equipment that we're putting out there, I think that it'll last a bit longer. And as far as the fields, we change those up as needed because of sports and things like that. So I think it's great that we now have a inventory and you're checking it every year, because we hadn't done that for a long time. And I think that started in about 2000, 2001, to keep an inventory. So I think it's great, really, because I know Salem Street Tot Lot was well utilized by the kids in that neighborhood. So I appreciate that, and I'll support this.
Alderman Laws.
Through you, Mr. Mayor, if I could have permission to ask Director Caggiano, completely unrelated to this legislation, but I'm curious, I might have missed it. What happened with the bucket truck?
We went and we went and looked at the bucket truck at the fire alarm. We talked to the chief, and they were able to come up with a way to fund the $13,000. And as soon as their truck comes in, we're gonna take possession.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's in good shape. It's a 2003, but the way it's been taken care of, you couldn't tell.
Good. Thank you.
All right, all those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Alderman O'Brien.
From Dan Coogan, Purchasing
Might as well
Manager.
stay.
Purchase of 2 6-wheel dump truck upfits, a value of $223,754. Department 161 Streets, Fund Trust, $111,877. Activity. Surf Department, 177 Park Recreation Fund, Trust, $111,877. Activity, surf. Mr. Mayor, I would like to make a motion to accept, place on file, and award the contract to Tenco USA in the amount of $223,754 for the purchase of 2 6-wheel dump truck upfits. Funds are available in Department 161 Streets Fund, Trust $111,877. Activity, Surf Department, 171 Park and Recreation Fund, Trust, $111,877. Activity, Surf.
And our fleet manager is here to answer any questions regarding these trucks. Discussion, questions? Alderwoman Karen.
I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Are we trading any vehicles?
John Stewart, Fleet Manager, Streets, DPW. No, there's no vehicles being traded.
Okay.
In concert over here. Sorry.
Anything else? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you very much. Alderman O'Brien.
From Dan Coogan, Purchasing Manager, contract for a primary tank upgrade project, construction change order 3, a value of $3,484, Department 169 wastewater fund, where an SRF loan. Mr. Mayor, I would like to make a motion to accept, place on file, and approve the contract change order number 3 with Methuen Construction, Inc. in the amount of $3,484 for the construction of upgrades to the primary tanks at the wastewater treatment facility. Funds are available in Department 169 wastewater fund, where an SRF loan.
And Mr. Boucher is here to answer any questions regarding this, what for the wastewater is a small item. Thank God it's only a few thousand this meeting, you know what I mean, rather than a few million. Any questions, comments? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you very much. Unfinished business, we have none. New business resolutions, we have none. Record of expenditures, is there a motion on the record of expenditures?
Mr. Mayor, I would like to make a motion that the Finance Committee has complied with the city charter and ordinances pertaining to the record of expenditures for the period of October 11, 2019 to October 31st, 2019.
Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Record of expenditures is approved. General discussion? Any general discussion items? Public comment, is there any member of the public, and there doesn't appear to be, who would like to address the committee? Apparently not. Remarks by Alderman.
Just wanna say-
Alderwoman Harriet Gathright.
I just want to say congratulations to all the aldermen that kept their spots here in this chamber.
Thank you very much. Alderwoman Karen.
Yes, I just would like to say thank you to all the ward workers for all their hard work and dedication yesterday, because I know most of them were at their little places at 5 o'clock in the morning, and most of them probably didn't leave before 9 or 10. And I appreciated all the hard work that they've all done, and also congratulations to my fellow aldermen who won.
Alderwoman Kelly.
Thank you. I also want to congratulate everyone. It was a really great day yesterday. It didn't rain nearly as much as the year before, so that was helpful. And I'm thankful to have all of the workers at the polls. It's a long, long day. I also just wanted to thank Alderman O'Brien for being temp clerk for me, especially tonight. I barely have a voice, so appreciate that. And that's it.
All right, is there a motion on the non-public session?
Mr. Mayor, I would like to make a motion to enter to non-public session pursuant to RSA 91-A:3E, consideration of negotiation of a pending claims or litigation which has been threatened in writing or filed by or against a public body or any other subdivision thereof, or by or against any member thereof because of his or her membership in such a public body, until the claim or litigation has been fully adjudicated or otherwise settled. Any application filed for tax abatement pursuant to law with any body on board shall not constitute a threatened or filed litigation against any public body for the purpose of this subparagraph.
And we need to take a roll call vote on that, correct?
That's correct.
Could you please call
Yes.
the roll?
Alderman O'Brien votes yea. Alderman at large, Brandon Michael Laws. Yes. Alderman at large, Shoshana Kelly. Yes. Alderman June Karen. Yes. Alderman Linda Harriet Gathright.
Yes.
Chair, Jim Donches.
Yes. All right, so we will now enter non-public session.